With the help of the mercenary, who Basco refers to as Tarantula, Colonel Kordsmeyer intended to steal the core of the meteorite, or in other words, the Trantonite, before the scientists arrived. When Brian Basco showed up, asking for Gina, who had fallen into the lake from an airplane, the colonel decided to get rid of him without providing any further explanation. With the army refusing to help, Basco stole some diving equipment and the military uniform he mentioned. And he rescued Gina, who was lying unconscious in an underwater cave inhabited by sea turtles, which he referred to as the Trantorian spacecraft and its alien crew. He was exhausted and nearly frozen to death. This explains his paranoid inventions related with Alaska. He made it to the surface with Gina and got some help from the military in the end. And while they were waiting inside of a tent, Kordsmeyer came in to make sure they didn't know anything about his plans. That is the moment Tarantula chose to betray the colonel in order to steal the coveted meteorite core herself. She put a gun in Brian Basco's hand at a time when he didn't even have the strength to move. She held her hand over Brian Basco's, forcing him to press the trigger. And she shot Kordsmeyer. Going into shock clouded Basco's memory. In the meantime, Tarantula escaped. Chapman detained Basco, committed suicide months later. I don't have a clue who this Tarantula woman really is, but I trust that if we find her, life will become a lot easier for Brian Basco.
Allow me to explain the situation to you, Judge. You will write up a report declaring Brian Basco guilty, based on the evidence found by Dr. Bennett.
That evidence doesn't exist.
It does. The recordings from the hypnotherapy sessions, Chapman's email.
Both prove he's innocent.
They'll never know. Tonight, Gina Timmons will force open the door of this house and she'll destroy all the evidence.
You'll never get that report, even if you threaten to kill me.
You're already dead. After destroying the evidence, Gina will shoot you 5 times, point blank. After that, she'll take the gun, put it in her own mouth, and...
Have you no scruples? You planned it all out?
Not everything. My dilemma, dear Judge, is whether to order 2 coffins or 3. Start writing.
Man, a few years ago, that day I fell down dancing and dislocated my thumb, I would have never imagined I would actually be thankful for new flexibility in my thumb. Otherwise, I'd still be stuck in those handcuffs. And as for opening them with a tie pin, well, we all have a past, but getting back to the present. I can't escape or I run the risk that Tarantula will make Gabbo and Judge Whitley pay for it. So I guess all I can do is try to ask for help. But how? And from who? It leads to a hallway. At the end is the dining room, and beyond is the room where we watched Bennett's recordings. I can't hear a thing, they're too far away. Smells nice. Clean, unironed clothes. Let's see if there's anything useful in there. Pretty scarf. It's the entrance to one of those neat laundry chutes. Just what I imagined. This is where they throw their dirty laundry so their maids can wash it downstairs. I had to escape from a hotel room by jumping down one of those chutes once, because outside the door there was... oh, never mind. I slid down the chute for at least 50 feet, and I fell into a tank full of bags of dirty laundry. Didn't get a scratch or bruise, it was so soft. There's a plastic bucket. It's empty. There's a small iron, like a travel iron. It's brand new. Those cleaning products must be good because this home is spotless. Those things there look like containers of juice. I'll just take one. Citrus Splash Extreme Juice. How lame. Looks like the same bum we saw when we got here. Assuming he's just asleep or drunk, I've clearly found someone to ask for help now. This isn't going to be easy, though, since he's at least 10 floors down. And if I yell, Tarantula will hear me before that bum does. Okay, but while I'm at it, I have emptied every single one on the shelves to make sure the bucket was nice and full. That sounds good. A juice bath will certainly wake that bum up. But then what? I still won't be able to communicate with him to ask for help, and if I don't say anything, waking him up will have been a waste of time. Iron it? I think not, but... Call the cops. I think it's obvious what I'll be using it for. I've got to get him to wake up, but I can't scream or Tarantula will hear. That sounds good. I'll let the scarf hang out of the window so he sees my message after the juice in the bucket spills on him and wakes him up.
Oh, I don't believe it. I'm going to have to tie you up now.
Nice slap across the face I took from that mastodon with the sign. I better watch out if I plan on climbing up there again. Since I don't feel like having another homeless individual slap me upside the head again, I shall try the diplomatic approach. Hey, you, lummox, come out if you feel like it.
Lay off the insults, pal. I haven't dissed anyone here.
Haven't dissed anyone? You slapped me across the face harder than Bud Spencer.
And I shall repeat that gift for you, pal, if ever you try to prance into my office again without an appointment. By the way, do me a favor and call me by my nom de plume, Mr. Tom Finnegan, scriptwriter.
Scriptwriter? Have you written the script of any real movies?
Too many, pal. So many I don't have any ideas left in my head.
You're out of ideas? Hey, I have tons of them.
Oh, no. Here we go. Why is it everyone thinks we scriptwriters will be interested in other people's ideas?
'Cause you don't have any of your own?
Pal, your reasoning is flawless. Let your imagination flow, pal.
A dorky guy's driving along and hits a girl being chased by the Sandretti Mafia clan.
I don't know. That could be golden chicken material. Pal, please be so kind. Come into my office. A nerdy guy is driving along and hits a girl. A beautiful one, of course. I see it. I'm starting to imagine the scene.
Step, step, step. Help! The Sandretti Mafia clan is chasing me.
Step, 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 step. Hey, damn, she's getting away.
Ah!
What a pretty girl. I'll take her to the hospital. We'd have to change the name of the Mafia clan. I don't want those Sandretti brothers coming over to mess up my office, my wardrobe, or my smooth skin. One thing's clear. We've got a blockbuster on our hands. I just need to know how it ends. Anyway, why were you paying me this visit, pal?
I think I know how to continue the plot of the nerdy guy.
Let your imagination flow, pal.
The girl and the geek escape from the Mafia and they meet 3 drag queens who are lost in the desert.
That's been done a million times, but it might work. I see it. I'm starting to imagine the scene.
3 damsels?
Ooh, what a stud.
Hop in our bus, big boy. Step, step, step.
Come here, there's a great view.
Yes, this is a great view.
There could be a big audience for that. Then what?
The Sandrettis find them again. They run away and reach a village in the old Far West, inhabited by hippies, hackers, and
A Mexican fortune teller. I see it. I'm starting to imagine the scene.
Gee, what a swell town. I'll remember it as long as I live.
Wee wee woo. He's gonna see that crazy Indian fortune teller. Come, I'll show you the real chicken ritual.
That's all I need. With this material, I've got enough to write a masterpiece. It'll take me 3 or 4 months to finish up the plot, a few more to polish it, and 6 weeks to iron out the dialogue. Thanks for your help, pal. The golden chicken awaits us.
is that furniture from IKEA?
Some of it might be, but I prefer the second-hand market. Recycling and pinching my nose are my best personal shopping consultants.
What do you know about the building across the way there?
Ha! It's filled with as many different variants of the stuck-up and upwardly mobile as you can think of. On the first floor are Daddy's girls and the television talk show host. And on the second are some immature athletes and a snooty broker. And so on until reaching the penthouse, where a psychiatrist lives who thinks he's Willem Dafoe.
Tell me about your scripts.
I was asked to write a script for which I eventually won the Golden Chicken. Provisionally Deceased, the story of 3 catatonic friends with a great sense of humor.
Thanks for all your help.
Thank you for visiting, pal.
One is full of liquid, and the other's with some sort of olives that are extremely reminiscent of cockroaches. I'll open this one. Let the cucarachas rest in peace. Oh. Chloroform, or something worse. A half-second more and I'd be unconscious. Nice building. All that's left is an empty shell. There's something hanging from the hole. It's locked with a padlock. What if there's an alarm hooked up? I'd rather not risk it. There's something hanging from the hole. It's hanging from the hole in the sliding metal door. Good. It's similar to the one stevedores use to lift stuff. That's kind of an awkward place to put a hammer. I can hardly see it.